Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I am bringing you this makeup look that you see here, and by the title you will of course know I am bringing you 90s supermodel vibes. A lot of the newest releases, including the ERE PEREZ lip crayons, the Fit Glow Brown Mascara, and the latest edition of ELATE on the Integrity Botanicals website has inspired me to really channel some fall vibes and try to lean in to the cooler tones that you know I often resist. So I wanted to sit down and share this look with you. It's very heavy on the eyes. It's a lot more matte skin than I usually go for, but still looks healthy. It's youthful, it's fresh, but it's definitely got a little something going on. Very easy to wear day or night, which I love that about it as well. So I'm just gonna stop my talking. You know I could talk to you guys forever. If you want to see exactly how I created this 90s supermodel look that you see here, then please keep watching. All right, so we're keeping the skin a little bit more matte, a little bit more of that natural skin finish that was just a little bit more popular in the 90s, and I am doing so with the RMS foundation. I am also blending all of that in with the RMS sponge. This stuff gives really excellent coverage. It blends in beautifully. It doesn't accentuate any fine lines, wrinkles. It just gets the job done exactly the way I want it done, and I have no complaints. So you can see how quickly I'm blending this stuff in. I do use the shade 22, and I do also have a full review up on the channel that I will also link down below. Reinventing the wheel here, right? Just kidding. Using my favorite concealer. This is the Fit Glow concealer. This is my go-to with every look just because I do need quite a bit of coverage under there. This is also great for any spot concealing, any areas of redness as well. And I do just press that in with the exact same RMS sponge. Then to set everything, I've been really liking using the 14E setting powder in addition with a damp sponge. I do sort of like to make sure that I'm almost like stretching the skin so like it's as flat as possible, because this is also a great way to set the wrinkles into place if you're not careful. So I do just take my time here, and I do also set the center of my forehead and my chin. For bronzer, I'm going with a big fluffy brush. This is the Han bronzer. I have been loving this stuff, and I'm just applying this in all of the usual places. Pretty heavily on the temple, underneath the cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, and then underneath the jawline as well. Then I'm going in with Han blush using the same exact brush. This is in the shade Bloom. This is a very natural color. The 90s were not very heavy blush centric, so I'm doing something that's going to give me a little bit of color, but also really focusing it on my cheekbones as well, because it's going to further accentuate that like not so contour I did. Brows, you know, 90s brows are quite thin. We will not be doing that here on the channel, but I do want to make them look very done. So instead of just doing brow gel like I've been doing, I'm going to go in with the Plume pencil, and then immediately following that, I will go in with the Plume Brow Gel. Both of these are in Cinnamon Cashmere. This is going to hold the brows into place and also give them just a little extra something, which I love. This color is perfect on me. It doesn't feel crunchy. There's no intense, serious holds. And I did also do a video comparing a bunch of different brow gels as well, in case you've used this one and decided that it's not for you. Then we're gonna go right into eyes, all ELATE shadows today. I'm starting with the shade Union. Union is this great just bone color. I'm using a big fluffy brush. This is the Bdellium Tools 778 to just sort of do a wash all over the lid. It's gonna help the other shades blend, and then also help that brow bone have a little bit of a subtle highlight as well. To start things off, I am taking the shade Beloved, and with Beloved, I'm using this Bdellium Tools 785 brush, and I'm really just using it in the outer corner of the eye, and then sort of bringing the rest of the shadow all over the lid. So I'm not just centering it there, but the most of the color is going to be there. Then I am using a slightly denser brush in the shade Earthen, which is just a little bit of a darker cool tone brown. And I am just applying that to the outer area and then a sort of upward motion. This is just the shape I like on my eyes. I have relatively hooded eyelids, so I have to cheat that line just a little bit. And then of course we are doing lots of back and forth blending. That is always the key to success. Taking a little bit of that shade as well with an ERE PEREZ smudge and line brush and just nestling that underneath the lashes. You could skip this part if you wanted, but I do think it gives it this grungier, kind of more fall look, if I'm honest. Then I'm going with the deepest shade, though this is not matte, it's not super sparkly, and this is the shade Rise, I believe. And I'm really, again, this is sort of the order of things. This I'm really nestling in that outer corner, but I'm also taking a little bit of it near the lash line, which is where I'm going to follow up with some eyeliner. Then I'm taking this really pretty purpley sort of shade, and I am just using this as a wash to further blend and then add a little bit of a purple mauve-y cool tone to this look without overpowering. Then the 90s were all about a serious brow bone highlight, so I took the shade Ethereal and this little Bdellium Tools 781 brush, and I do blend that out a little bit as well so it's not quite as intense. For liner, I am using a rich, deep, dark brown. I recommend the Antonym eyeliner in the shade brown. It is the very best. Got it to a nice, sharpened point. That is the sharpener there on the end. And usually I just take this on the outer corner of my eyes. The 90s was more of this rounded eye sort of look. So I am going to take this pencil all over the lash line. You can see I'm really taking my time here. Why the Antonym pencil is so great is because it's a nice rich color, yet it's still creamy. So it's very able to be manipulated. You don't have to worry about it being too perfect, and it's relatively easy to get a straight line. I did want it a little bit further nestled into the lashes, however, so I did take this little 764 brush, also from Bdellium Tools, run it over the top of the eyeliner, and I'm using that just to fill in any spots that I thought were just maybe a little sparse for me because I do want it saturated there at the lash line. For mascara, I'm using the newly launched Fit Glow mascara. This is their Old Faithful formula. They did release 2 new colors, this wonderful brown I'm using, as well as a navy. They are so great. I love this stuff because you are getting 2 separate parts of the wand, one of which that really lifts and separates, and the other one which gives you that nice volume. So I'm doing lashings of this as always, and then I do also do a really nice wispy coat here on the bottom lashes that you'll see in a moment as well. I always love using brown, especially when I've got a lot of brown eyeshadow going on, because it's just a little softer but still really impactful. Then I'm going to go in with the Fit Glow eye pencil. This is in the shade Nude. This is a great way to open up the eyes a little bit, especially after using some dark color. If you experience any redness in your eyes, this is going to really help minimize that as well. And it also just gives that more doe-eyed shape, which I think is a perfect pairing with the liner that we've done on top. For lips, I'm using the ERE PEREZ Cocoa Lip Crayon. This is in the shade Brave. It's that very MAC Velvet Teddy shade, so it is this great, almost terracotta, brownie mauve. It's wearable, yet it's so incredibly 90s, and you don't need a lip pencil with this, which I love as well. This is how I finish off my look. All right, everyone, so that is it. So that is my completed 90s supermodel sort of look, using a lot of just a little bit more cooler tones than I often share on the channel, a nice brownie lip. I really just gravitate towards these type of makeup looks in the fall time, and I think a lot of you do as well. I did also want to highlight some of my favorite new releases, feature the ELATE eyeshadows. I know I haven't really done a look including those either, and the shade range is just so perfect for this kind of look and makes it really easy with how beautifully they blend. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, if you could please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe. I do upload new videos here every single week and I don't want you guys to miss them. Let me know in that comment section down below what makeup tutorial you would like to see me do next. I am very open. I always try to bring you the latest and the greatest, and per usual, the entire list of products, if you want to shop anything right here, right now, is going to be in that description box down below. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your consistent love and support. Oh, final housekeeping item, all of our social media is down there below as well, so you can check us out. We are everywhere. And I thank you so much again, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.